So Google just had their new Pixel event in which they announced and released 4 new Pixel phones and 2 new accessories. Very exciting, let's get into it. So you can see the 4 new phones over here on the screen: Pixel 9, Pixel 9 Pro, Pixel 9 Pro XL, and Pixel 9 Pro Fold. Quite a mouthful, but they're all pretty exciting. So they all come with Google's new Tensor G4 processor, which is super cool and fast and efficient for all those features, including AI, which we'll get into. And speaking of AI, they all also come with Google AI, which is also known as Gemini, built into the phones themselves with Android 15. And they also all come with 7 years of OS updates, which is super exciting because, I mean, who doesn't want a phone until 2031, right? And they all come with slightly bigger sensors and better new updated sensors, so that makes for better photos and videos and overall better night photos, as well as more shallow depth of field. Speaking of cameras, the Pixel 9 has a 50 megapixel and 48 megapixel pair on the back and a 10 megapixel front-facing camera, allowing for really cool, awesome detailed photos, especially with the 48 megapixel new ultra-wide camera, which makes for really detailed macro shots. Of course, we'll have to test it out when we get them in our hands at home and stuff like that, but so far, on paper at least, they look pretty good. In addition, like I said, Pixel 9 has Tensor G4, and new this year, Pixel 9 has 12 gigabytes of RAM. So that's gonna make the phone feel nice and snappy and fast and keep things in the RAM more often, so you don't have to wait for things to load as often as well. The regular Pixel 9 has a 6.3-inch display that goes up to 2700 nits on peak brightness, which is actually very bright. On this S24 Ultra, I have 2700 nits and or 2600 nits actually, and that itself is very bright. Pixel 9 also has a new, bigger battery at 4700 milliamp hours, which can fast charge at up to 55% in half an hour. Pixel 9 starts at $799 USD and $1099 in Canadian, and comes in Obsidian, Porcelain, Wintergreen, and Peony or something? I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's a cool pink color. Now Pixel 9 Pro and Pro XL, basically Pixel 9 Pro XL is basically Pixel 9 Pro, but just bigger. So Pixel 9 Pro has 3 new cameras: a 50 megapixel main camera, 48 megapixel ultra wide, and 48 megapixel 5x telephoto. So that makes for a nice array of just consistent lenses, so that you get all the sharpness and detail you want out of all 3 lenses. Consistency. And it also has an upgraded 42 megapixel front-facing camera, making for those super detailed selfie shots with your friends or just with yourself if you want. Pixel 9 Pro also comes with Video Boost, which is basically super res zoom but in video. So what this allows for is upscaling 4K video without compromising on quality, but we'll have to test this when we get the phones, which I'm super excited for, and if you are too, then definitely like and subscribe to see that when it comes out, when we get them in-house to test them ourselves in the real world. So definitely like this video, get subscribed, and now let's move on. Pixel 9 Pro also has a new 4700 mAh battery, and Pixel 9 Pro XL has a 5050 mAh battery, so that's 5050 mAh. So those are pretty big cells, and I'm not sure how the battery life will hold up with the Pixel 9 Pro because it has the same size battery as the Pixel 9, but obviously more features, more camera, more hardware elements as well, so that'll be curious to test out. And similar to Pixel 9, Pixel 9 Pro fast charges at up to 55% in half an hour, and Pixel 9 Pro XL charges up to 70% in half an hour. So they both also have pro features in the camera as well as in the rest of the software using Google AI or Gemini, and we'll get into all of that in the full review. But for now, Pixel 9 Pro starts at $999 USD or $1349 Canadian, and Pixel 9 Pro XL starts at $1099 USD and $1499 Canadian, which is kind of insane, but I mean, they seem like good phones, so. And they both come in all new colors: Obsidian, Porcelain, Hazel, and Rose Quartz, which also is an interesting color. Now for the Pixel 9 Pro Fold, which I know you've been waiting for, and so have I. It's really cool. It's the second iteration of Google's new folding phones, and it's actually the largest, and it actually has the largest display in a foldable in the US, coming in at 8 inches for the inner display. Google calls it Super Actua Flex Display, which is, I mean, I don't know. Let me know how you feel about it in the comments down below, but on the outer display it has a 6.3-inch display, which is the same as the Pixel 9, so you know it'll be easier to hold in the hand. It also has an all-new stainless steel hinge design, which will make for much more durable folding action. Overall, the phone itself feels super amazing and satisfying to hold, especially that hinge and all the new materials that they used. Pixel 9 Pro Fold also has 16 gigabytes of RAM, which is absolutely insane, but I guess for a folding phone now in 2024, that's kind of necessary. It's kind of like a pocket computer. So super excited to get the Pro Fold in hand and test it out in the real world. And it starts at $17.99 USD and $23.99 Canadian, and it comes in obsidian and porcelain. So like I said at the beginning of the video, Google released 2 new accessories, and this being one of them, Google's Pixel Buds Pro 2, and these start at $299 Canadian and come with Tensor A1, which is Google's first ever processor made specifically for earbuds. It has built-in Google AI, improved noise cancellation, Find My network support, and a whole bunch of other features that we'll get into in the full review. And the second accessory is the Pixel Watch 3, which comes in 2 sizes, 41mm and 45mm, and that starts at $479.99 Canadian, and it comes with 24-hour battery life, 36 hours if you turn on the battery saver mode, and it has Fitbit integration, well, Fitbit Premium integration across the board for 6 months. So that's pretty convenient. So yeah, those are basically the phones and all the accessories that Google had to show us during their event. The Pixel 9, Pixel 9 Pro, Pixel 9 Pro XL, and Pixel 9 Pro Fold. Let me know which one you're most excited for. And as for the accessories, the Pixel Buds Pro 2 and the Pixel Watch 3, pretty exciting as well. I mean, they're all pretty exciting, but let me know which one you're excited for out of the phones and if you're gonna get any of the accessories. This was just a quick video kind of highlighting and summarizing what Google has to show for in 2024 with all their Pixel stuff. And if you liked it, definitely leave a like and subscribe to see more. Subscribe to see a comparison between this and the S24 Ultra, which released earlier this year with all these lenses and this new design and everything. So subscribe to see that, and subscribe also to see September's coming up, and if you're watching this, chances are that you know what's happening in September. Apple products. Subscribe, share this video with your friends and family, and thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.